Alright, here we are with another M12 draft. I just started the recording. Obviously we're taking Jace. It's a powerful card. It's worth a decent amount. And yeah, we're going from there. I don't have a lot to say about the other picks since I was trying to get the recording started, but we are definitely taking Jace. We passed the Lawkeeper to take that. That being said, Pacifism's definitely the best card out of this pack. It's also a card that works at protecting Jace. Blue-white is a strategy that could easily be built around Jace. Whether we build it around mill or we just build a standard blue-white strategy and then have the Jace mill plan as a backup. One thing to note is I don't think we passed an 8-red in pack 1. We did pass Gravedigger. It looks like they took a common here. I'd assume it's probably like a Doomblade or something. I don't know. I don't think you take like an Incinerate or a Shock or anything close to that over a Pacifism. I'd assume it's probably a Doomblade that they took. I'll see if we'll wheel anything from this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-ish playables. So we're probably going to wheel someone, but it's probably not going to be good. It might be like the Harbor Serpent, but it's probably more like Goblin Bank Chuckers, which we're not going to end up playing. Since we have passed, we've passed the Child Knight, the Gravedigger, we'd assume that they would have taken like a Doomblade. You notice that there's an uncommon and a rare missing from this pack. Like these two cards are both incredibly powerful. Obviously, like Cudgel Troll, Consume Spirit, Soren's Thirst, Ring Flesh, these are all probably a little bit better than the Veteran. I think I might just stick to my guns and take the Veteran here, based on what we're passing and what we've seen passed to us in the form of Pacifism, and that we would assume they would have taken a Doomblade over that. Obviously, some assumptions might be faulty, so that they could have taken something else like an Incinerate, but white, I would think that white is open at this point, seeing if Pacifism passed to us. So I'm going to go ahead and take this here. I'm going to just go for the Divination. I don't think we need to pick up another Veteran at this point. Divination's a fine blue card, helping us get to Jace. Since we do have a strong bomb like him, digging into our deck is definitely valuable. You notice the rare again is gone from this pack, and probably just 2 commons. I mean, obviously there could be some type of foil that was in there, but not much we can say about this pack. It's generally weak overall, with Divination probably being slightly stronger than the Veteran here. I do tend to like Frost Breath. Actually, I think we're going to be taking the Elite Vanguard. Jace really benefits most from having a more of a controlling deck that just gets him out, protects them, and mills them. However, cards like this, like Pacifism, can easily fit in a controlling deck or an aggressive deck. Divination more while leaning to the controlling end. Like if you're putting out enough pressure, like it's great to refill your hand, obviously. I think Elite Vanguard's the pick here over the Frost Breath. Again, Frost Breath is strong in both types of decks. Could, protect Jace for a few turns, but I think just Elite Vanguard's going to be a stronger card overall, and we might be getting a Frost Breath later. Aether Adept, definitely the strongest card here. It's nice to see Stave Off and Assault Griffin still in the pack, meaning the white is clearly open at the moment, coming from our left. And it's also great seeing an Aether Adept, because this is one of the top blue commons, probably behind Merfolk Looter, though I guess that's debatable, whether it's better than Looter or not. So it's great seeing it here this late, especially with multiple uncommons left in the pack, so it means that people have been taking commons over it. And we're just going to scoop it up. Here, I honestly don't know if Time Reinforcements or Assault Griffin's better. Yeah, like Time Reinforcements, I mean, it can be a blowout type card, especially stuff like Pacifism where you're not killing their creature, you're actually keeping it around. So you can really break the synergy on it and make sure it comes in your favor. However, I'm not sold on the card. I mean, I've seen it come out in spots where it just doesn't do a lot. Like, it's really good against black-red, but in general, it might not be the most amazing card, especially when you're already beating down with things like Vanguard. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the Griffin here. And that Griffin definitely leads up into us probably grabbing Griffin Rider, and we already got one Griffin. It looks like White's underdrafted. Griffin Rider is, well, not the best card. If you do pick up like 4 or 5 Griffins, the Sentinels and the 3-drop, Peregrines in the 5-drop, and then the Assault Griffins, it can be a very, very powerful card, leading to some pretty broken starts. So I'm just going to go ahead and take Phantasmal Dragon is one of those cards that can be amazing, or it can be really crappy. It all comes down to their deck and the exact situation. He's almost always going to have to draw a Direction Reveal spell. I think he's definitely the pick here. Like, as I've said in past drafts, and I'll say it here, is like, cancel while having one is often useful for your sideboard. It's not something I like main decking in a deck that I'm tapping out in a lot. And Cutthroat, we can always pick up a Cutthroat or a Dignitary later on, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the Dragon here. Not much, like, here, I mean, obviously we're just going to hate one of these two. These are the best cards in the pack. I mean, this guy's generic. If you're playing Black-Red and you want Zombie Goliaths, the big 4x, 4/4s, 4/3s, for 5, you're going to get them. Bang Chuckers actually is pretty good against stuff like My Illusions, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that. As I said, the same thing, like, here's another vanilla 4/4. I think just hating a Consume Spirit here is definitely best. Though, I mean, the cards that I have so far do not, it does not look like we build a mill deck, even though we have Jace. I think, and I'm not going to be playing a lifelink to stop like Ice Cages or anything like that. I think it's just clearly better to just grab the Consume Spirit there. Here, I kind of want them in big green fat creatures. I think like them playing this would be too slow, so I'm just going to go ahead and take the uncommon, just pass the signal a 9 green. Master Thief could be, I guess, sideboard in certain scenarios, so I'll go ahead and grab him. And this is quite a nice gift for a sideboard. In fact, Flash Freeze like makes us taking like Dragon over Cancel that much better, because one of the biggest reasons to have Cancel is for things like Overrun or Fireball, and Flash Freeze solves those problems by itself and solves them in a better fashion. Interesting. Well, we've opened another Mythic here. I actually don't know how good this is. I've had it in another draft, and it won me every game where I drew it. So I think I'm going to take it again because it's Mythic, and I mean, it's worth a couple tickets, and I don't get to play with it very often, so it would be interesting to play with it and evaluate it and see exactly how good it is. I mean, obviously Azure Mage is an incredible card. Merfolk Looter, very good. Stormfront Pegasus, also good. This pack is exceedingly deep. Like, I think when you know when Mighty Lead and Brindlebore are the worst 2 cards, and Rock Egg, something's gonna wheel from this. When I take this, it's probably gonna be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I might even get a Stormfront Pegasus or a Looter out of this pack. Like, it's that deep. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Destiny. And wow. You see another Doomblade Bastos over a rare. This is another fairly solid pack. I mean, we got Giant Spider and Llanowells, some of the best green commons, best blue commons, the 2 white flyers. I think the pick here is Looter. If people are drafting similar decks to me, like this pack's so deep that I can actually see myself getting like Peregrine Falcon coming back. I don't have a lot of early drops. I know, or sorry, Peregrine Griffin. I know the Griffin is good for my deck with the Griffin Rider, and he also provides fairly adequate protection with Jace. But I think the Looter's a strong card here just to get to my Jace. I have certain situations this might be useless. It's good to filter away that. It can even be a target for Destiny late game. I think it's that much stronger than Pegasus that it's worth taking here, and just noting that hopefully like getting a Fleetwind back with my Destiny would be amazing later. And that wow, it's another amazingly deep pack. Like, there's been, I think we've seen like 3 webs passed, and there's a web in this pack with this guy. Like, this guy is just, this guy's nuts. Wow. Yeah, just look at that, and I'm glad I have the flash freeze right now. I think we go ahead and just take the divination here. I mean, there's no reason to hate anything. I don't think, with my double, base mana, I don't think there's anything that I can really splash effectively. Like, there could have been arguments maybe for taking Doomblades over these things, and then trying to splash them, but I don't think that's viable. Here, it's definitely not worth taking this is not a splash card. Hopefully this type of thing wheels. I think we just take the divination. And just keep shifting that, or shipping that amazing green and black. Looking at this pack, you notice that we have Angelic Destiny and Pacifism. Destiny can come back, but sometimes you might try and cast on a creature and be fizzled, so I think just taking the Ormancer here is the right call. We already have a few white creatures, so maybe if Guardians pledge tables, like taking Ormancer over Bears is probably better, because like Bears can't be Destinied. Ormancer gets back Destiny in a pinch, and if Guardian's Pledge does happen to table, it combos better with Ormancer, so I think Ormancer is the clear pick here. And we probably will end up getting another enchantment later in this draft. And jeez, there's still like Gore Ormancers. Like, I know we just took the Ormancer, and for the reasons I listed, I think he was better there, but I think Skywinder Drake's just going to be better for us here. He does not protect Jace,